Hi, it's Ilumi. Today I'm talking about a J-rock band everyone's watching right now, Hitsujibungaku. They shot to fame through tie-ins with Oshi no Ko and Jujutsu Kaisen, so I bet a lot of you have heard the name. But actually, Hitsujibungaku is a connoisseur's band with a pretty alternative sound. Today I'm going to introduce this band that feels special, almost solitary, within the J-rock scene, Hitsujibungaku. On this channel, I, Ilumi, living here in Japan, will be sharing fresh updates on J-pop and J-rock, classic hits from the past, and even some nerdy deep dives. If that sounds fun, go ahead and hit like and subscribe. Hitsujibungaku is a rock band formed in 2012 around Moe Kashiatsuka. The current lineup is 3 members, Moe Kashiatsuka on vocals and guitar, Yurika Kasai on bass, and Hiroa Fukuda on drums. They really started drawing attention after their major label debut in 2020. Since then, they've kept releasing music steadily and widened their reach, anime tie-ins, big festival slots, the works. Their sound is alternative rock shaped by shoegaze and dream pop, and as a trio they carry themselves like an artful, seasoned, grown-up rock band. But it's absolutely not about vibe alone. The songs and performances have real backbone, and the structures and melodies always twist just a little. Contrary to the image, they're a band with a very distinctive, robust sound. One big thing is Moe Ka's voice. Early on, her singing felt a bit fragile, and that was actually part of the charm. Lately I felt it had changed a lot, and apparently she's been doing serious vocal training. Maybe that's why, there's more core to her tone now, and it cuts through more directly. I'm sure it carries Liv as a strong, projecting voice. Her voice is gentle and embracing, yet she can slip in a slightly R&B-like bitterness. Even among bands with a similar vibe, you hear it and go, oh, that's Hitsujibungaku. Next, about the band's sound. They play alternative rock so straight ahead it almost feels traditional. But when you unpack their sound, there's a very unique trait on the rhythmic side. If you listen close, you'll notice a drum pattern that hits straight and at a steady pace from start to finish. It's not the kind of funky dance beat that heats you up, it's more of a cool, detached dance feel. It feels like cruising a highway at night at a constant speed, cold, but unstoppable. Songs like Kudara Nai, Addiction, Mayuiga, and Countdown are good examples. When that cold yet quietly burning momentum overlaps with Moe Ka's soft voice, you feel both fragility and strength at once. That's what creates Hitsujibungaku's signature sound. By the way, this distinctive rhythm traces back to a style called the hammer beat, pioneered by the legendary German band, Neu! You can even catch this feel in today's J-pop, for example, Vondi's Odoriko carries a similar driving momentum. That approach has been carried on by many modern alternative bands, including Radiohead, and I'd say Hitsujibungaku stands in that lineage too. Even while wearing the aura of classic alt and grunge, they still sound a bit pop and contemporary, maybe thanks to that rhythmic sense. So, I think you can tell their appeal lies in the powerful playing and beautiful vocals behind that delicate impression. But what's even more striking is that such an alternative-leaning band keeps landing major anime tie-ins. When it comes to anime themes, it's often J-pop acts like Yoasobi or Kinchi Yonezu, artists with an electronic, dance pop sound. But in the middle of that, Hitsujibungaku brings a bare, band-forward sound. That speaks to the breadth of Japanese anime, but it also means the band's expressive power and modernity are being truly recognized. In particular, they're often trusted with ending themes. An anime's opening is basically the signboard, and it tends to be flashy and attention-grabbing. While the ending is the place that carries the work's inner life, its afterglow, and its deeper message. Take Burning, the ending theme for Oshi no Ko. It traps the story's smoldering longing inside the music, and as the season 2 ending, it was, honestly perfect. Moe Kashiatsuka actually said something like this in an interview. The beauty of an ending theme is that you can dig deeply into one emotion or one point of view, not the whole work. In other words, it means staying close not to the surface, but to the hidden themes inside the story and the characters' inner lives. Yeah, like revealing, The dark side of the moon. With Japanese anime, you're first drawn to the cute characters, the flashy battles, the god-tier animation. But as you keep watching, the characters' pain and conflict, and the messages beneath the story, start to hit you. Hitsujibungaku turns that side into music, clear, cool, and true. That's why I think they're so trusted right now by the anime world and even in TV drama. Alright, let me share tracks I recommend. Burning. Ending theme for Oshi no Ko, a song where smoldering feelings mix tenderness and fury, like your body catching fire. The noisy guitar right from the intro feels electric. There's a faint scent of 90s alt grunge, Nirvana, the Smashing Pumpkins, and it's edgy enough to make you ask, is this really an anime theme? And the way it rises from that heavy opening into something subtly brighter and more powerful is so dramatic. Hikaru Toki. This one is very Hitsujibungaku, majestic in feel, with a simple backing where Moe Ka's open, soaring voice rings out. The open guitar tone feels amazing, but little uneasy harmonies are scattered through it, and they send a chill down your spine. The super positive line, "The world is beautiful, because you don't give up on it," doesn't feel flighty when they sing it, it feels grounded, and it's deeply encouraging. How was that? There are so many great bands in today's J-rock scene. But for vocal presence and a high affinity with anime, I think Hitsujibungaku stands alone. By the way, if you like Hitsujibungaku, there's a band I really want you to hear. They're called Regal Lily. They're another female-fronted trio who stand alone on a slightly different path from Hitsujibungaku, think the latest evolution of Shimokita rock, and I'm sure they're the next Hitsujibungaku. They're also one of my current faves. I'll give them a proper feature another time. This is TokyoPopStorm, and I'm your navigator, Ilumi. I'll be bringing you fresh news, classic hits, and deep dives into some pretty nerdy stuff too. So if that sounds fun, hit that like button, and subscribe while you're here. Whether you're into pop, anime, or Japanese culture in general, let's ride the TokyoPopStorm together. Catch you later.
大人なく愛したい思い